Let's talk Criminal Minds Rebellion. Is anyone else's brain doing a 360 right now trying to process this information? Because I can't. If you'd have told me a week ago when the first announced that the reveal could be happening, I'd be like, yeah, it's been a year. Why are you bringing the show back after a year and 2 years after cancelling it? It does not make sense. And I don't know if anyone has some questioning that. But I'm still in denial that this show even ended. So to do this, it's sort of like, what? Like, you can't just cancel the show and then decide to pick it up 2 years later. Like, that doesn't happen. And I'm trying to figure out why they're doing it at the same time. But I sort of feel like it's Paramount taking over CBS, basically saying, you cancelled it. It was one of the best shows of 2020. We're going to bring it back because you wouldn't. It's sort of like a in your face, but I'm sort of all for it at the same time. I mean, there's so many still unanswered questions and so many questions to be asked, but I'm excited. Like, as much as I have missed the show, but I also am in like 2 mind frames when I'm like, yes, the show's coming back. Two, I'm like, is it too soon? Like, is it actually going to be as good as we all want it to be? Especially after the last couple of seasons were quite disappointing. They weren't the best they could have been. The storylines weren't as best they could have been. The ending wasn't what we were all expecting, and I think that's going to take a big part in this. I think people need to remember that certain character left, which means they're not a part of the VA, which means they won't be on the team, and I don't think a lot of people have processed that information. It means they'd have to bring that person in just on a personal level, and that they would have to bring someone else in to work with the team. It's that sort of thing. That's what happened, and then people are not going to like that, but they wrote that storyline, so that's what will have to happen. People left, new people will have to come in, and I think people are unsure that they only want the original cast, but how they wrote the season 15 ending, that's not going to happen. But I'm super excited. 10 episodes, 1 season long on sub. Yes, that's what season 15 should have been in the first place. But yeah, like, honestly, I'm still trying to process this, and it's been like 12 hours and I'm still not processing it. But I'm excited, and I'm still waiting for it to officially be confirmed by the cast before I totally freak out, because we need to know it's back. But I'm excited. As long as it definitely is like the entire crew, cast, writers, production team, everyone, then it's going to be ace. But if it's not that same dynamic, it's not going to be good. Like, I just really don't want it to disappoint me. I think the show really means a lot to so many of us, and a lot of people have started watching it, which is great, but us that have been watching it for years, I've got a pit in my stomach that's like, please don't ruin it, because I miss it, and yes, I want it back, but I really hope this doesn't ruin it in a way. But yeah, let's just hope it's everything we want, and that we get the storylines we want, and it's not just based on certain characters, and that's a whole team thing, and then we get a lot better personal lives. But yeah, I'm still freaking out, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on the reveal and what you guys think will happen. That'd be awesome if you just comment below. You can also follow me on both my social medias, which I'll link below, and please remember to subscribe.